day, everyone, and welcome to Obidient Family TV. The program is Hope Alive. Yes, there is hope, and the new Nigeria is possible. Now, good morning, afternoon, and evening, depending your time zone. Once again, we're here to have discussions on the things that is happening in Nigeria, especially as EFCC has finally succeeded in dragging the governor of Kogi State to court. And of course, we know that Yahaya Bello, with two others today, entered not guilty in court, but a lot of drama ensued, coming to the court. So, but let me put it this way: the immediate past governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, is finally docked today. I'm not the only one to have this very discussion. I have Angel in the studio for us to have a conversation on this thing, and of course talk about the end bad governance and EndSARS issues arising.
Welcome to the program Hope Alive. Sit tight, relax, let's discuss.
Yes, while we are relaxing and having this discussion, please do not hesitate to share so that other people will also get a notification that Obidient Family TV is live. So let's start with what is trending exactly as at now, today. The immediate past governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, and two others have pleaded not guilty to the 16-count charge brought against them by the EFCC. Governor Bello, or the ex-Governor Bello, who is the first defendant, vehemently denied the allegations before Justice Marianne Anene as they were read out to them. After taking their plea, their defendants' counsel, which is Joseph Daudu, moved an application for bail. You know, that is what everybody in Nigeria is expecting. Let's see if the bail application is going to happen. But the EFCC counsel, Kemi Pinheiro, opposed the application, saying that it has expired in October. Now, making clarifications, the defendants' counsel clarified, saying that the only relevant application before the court was the motion for bail in respect of the first defendant, which is Yahaya Bello, which was filed on November 22nd. Now, relying on all the paragraphs of the affidavit, he added that the bail application was also supported with a written address, citing Exhibit A, which is the public summons, which is very vital, and the appearance of the defendant in court for today. It also shows that he has respect for the law, according to what the lawyer said. The EFCC had, of course, moved this trial expeditiously to commence immediately and was ready to call their first witness in court today. But Yahaya Bello's counsel argued in court today that they were served with the charge at 11 p.m. of November 26th, of course, which is yesterday, and that he would need time to prepare his client on the bail application. Dauda also said that the law in the country says that a defendant is innocent until proven guilty, of which Yahaya Bello said that he is not guilty as of today. And he quoted that it is within his right to enjoy his liberty while preparing for the trial. And of course, we know that the prosecution objected based on the fact that they are facing charges both at the Federal High Court and have refused to appear to take a plea. So many things that happened in court, the drama, the EFCC, Gun-Toting people, and all of that. But before we get into the conversation, Angel, let's quickly take what the Arise News discussed about it earlier today, even before the court happened. Then we can now have a discussion on that.
Aspiring back in 2016 to convert 80 billion naira allegedly obtained through a criminal breach of trust in violation of Section 18A and punishable under Section 53, subsection 3 of the Money Laundering Prohibition Act 2011 as amended. The ex-governor has denied all allegations and had initially failed to appear in court despite a bench warrant for his arrest and an order requiring him to be present himself for arraignment. Finally, Yahaya Bello, whether he was arrested in the car park, whether he presented himself, whether they caught him on the street, he's now in EFCC custody with 3 of his lawyers. What do you make of this? Is justice really...
The lawyers are in custody?
Yeah,
the lawyers are not in custody.
They're not in custody, but he was escorted, like you can see in that video, with his lawyer. So, you know...
They're currently in court, actually. So...
Whatever happens when Yahaya Bello is in court, without prejudice is what we decide in the court. Yahaya Bello's case has already showed how failed Nigeria is as a country, and how unserious we are as regards the corruption fights. And Yahaya Bello's case is an issue that should make every Nigerian weep for this country. A man that was called to come and answer allegations, nobody had indicted him, made a merry-go-round. Shaitan, you and I cannot do what Yahaya Bello has done.
Definitely
but
not.
because he feels he's bigger than the state, he makes a merry-go-round. And his own sweet time, aided by a serving governor that had immunity, and all of the shenanigans happened, and we just looked at it. So whatever, without prejudice, whatever the court is going to decide, is just an indictment of an anti-corruption fight. It shows we are serious as a nation, and we are a joke, we are a laughingstock. And that's why the world does not take us serious. And for all of those that are blaming Davido is not your problem. I wanted to comment on that. Look at cases like Yahaya Bello. Does this look like a serious country that somebody will be called in for a corrupt case? He'll make a merry-go-round all this while. And you're assaulting Davido. Some people even come here and say, Wizkid is a national. We are all patriots. You are not more patriotic than us. We want this country to work. But if we see evil, let's also say it. Patriotism doesn't mean I can't call our leaders to order when they do wrong.
110 billion. Yahaya Bello pleads not guilty. Well, like they said, Angel, he is innocent until proven guilty. Exactly. But you know, the reaction of many Nigerians are that this case won't see the light of day. The EFCC is just using this opportunity to show that they can bite and all of that. But I guess the important thing is that EFCC has succeeded in bringing him to the court, which obviously that is what the man said. If he's unable to prosecute him, let him resign. And many Nigerians have been saying he should resign. But looking at it from the other way round, like he is innocent until proven guilty, I think he should be granted the bail sought so that he can go and prepare for his trial. After all, many of his colleagues who were indicted, not as serious as his own, but has always been granted bail.
No, my first question is, how can one man be bigger than EFCC? They have been trying to arrest this man for a very long time. That is what Oseni has been saying. They have been trying to arrest him. He keeps running. But
finally, they did.
Yeah, finally they did, at least to redeem their face and their integrity.
They said they arrested him, but we saw Yahaya Bello with his lawyers going into their establishment. Doesn't look like somebody who is but like they said, it does not matter whether he's arrested or he showed up in the office. But the question is, again, Angel, do you think that this case, having been like a case that every Nigerian has been interested in, I mean, there is nothing that EFCC does now that everybody won't hit them with Yahaya Bello. Do you think that this very case will be prosecuted with, you know, the consistency that they use in prosecuting other cases, not high-profile cases like his own?
No. I think this case, if care is not taken, will be swept under the carpet. Because even when Bobrisky's own came out, they denied it. And every Nigerian was waiting for them to prosecute the Bobrisky. Nothing happened. Last, Bobrisky left.
Well, if we're talking...
I think, for me, I will even say that this EFCC chairman is even the worst to start with. Because since he assumed office, he has not done anything tangible for citizens to see. He has not done anything.
Well, okay, I think that is it. But the EFCC's, kudos to them. They wanted to move up the case as of today, but of course, the defense will always stall. And that is how it's going to be. The case will be adjourned until next year. And of course, serious adjournment will keep going on and on and on. Please do go to the comments section. Tell us what you think about today, because we saw the drama that ensued in court. Yahaya Bello's supporters were all filled up in court, and of course we also saw that EFCC had all their men showing off like a photo ops, carrying guns all around them in court, where you are not even supposed to enter with gun. That is what we see today. Let's hope that EFCC did do their job and not go like witch hunting, as it were. Let the law take its course. We'll keep you updated on this, and to tell you when the next the court is having adjourned to, and of course the final things that were deposed in court as of today. But let's quickly take this very trending issue again that is coming out from Nigerian skit maker, whether it's a Nollywood actor again, that is Debo Adebayo, better known as Mr. Macaroni, who had tweeted about his ordeal in police custody. How a police officer threatened to kill him and others arrested in February of 2021 during the EndSARS thing. Mr. Macaroni made this known while reacting to the suspension of Wale Adetombi, that is the special assistant on print media to Lagos State Governor, which is Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Now, this very Adetumobi had claimed in a now deleted post on Sunday that some arsonists who burned down TVC news outlet during the EndSARS protest in the state has been hunted and executed. That is the word, hunted and executed, which has brought reactions. All Nigerians are talking. Please tell us where they had been executed. Now, in a viral post via the X handle, Mr. Macaroni stated that there was no investigation over the threat to kill him, that is him himself, while in police custody, that no action was taken when some people were openly threatening and intimidating voters before the 2023 election. He also cited another media aide to Sanwo-Olu, who took bigotry to the streets and was never condemned, adding that the call for the EDS probe will not yield results. He wrote in his X, media aide to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has stated, according to facts available to him, that some Nigerians were hunted down and executed October 2020. Well, story time. Let's quickly have the conversation that ensued at Channel TV. Then we'll come back and then we'll bring the tweet that Mr. Macaroni actually brought out. So let's take a listen to what our colleagues at Rise TV had to say. Then I will come back and have our discussion here.
Babajide Sanwo-Olu has suspended his senior special assistant on print media, Mr. Wale Adetumobi. This was disclosed in a statement issued on Tuesday by the governor's special advisor on media and publicity, Gboyega Akosile. His suspension comes on the heels of the misrepresentation of facts on his personal X account on a past incident. Akosile noted that the Sanwo-Olu-led administration frowns at any form of extrajudicial punishment and will not be part of any such action. That is not who we are, and that is not our way. In the reported tweet by Adetumobi, tweeting as Readwin, which has since been taken down, he revealed that arsonists who burnt down the television Continental station in Lagos during the heat of the 2020 EndSARS protests had been hunted down and executed. However, in a follow-up tweet by Adetumobi yesterday, he clarified that while the word executed was erroneously used, his tweet was his personal opinion and didn't reflect the stance of his employer or his office. The tweet reads in part, this excerpt was quoted out of context and there were a series of comments made under the same post, which better explained what was intended. Like I did further explain in the said tweet, no extrajudicial killing was insinuated, and the word executed and was erroneously used and not intended in the context of that casual conversation. What was written in the entire conversation personally reflected my opinion and not the position of any authority or the entity in which I work. The post and other comments have been taken down even before this publication. It's 4 years after, you know, the October 2020 EndSARS protests, and we're still getting these little, let's say, flurries of information coming in. He has come out to say that, oh, maybe I exaggerated, but Nigerian people are looking towards this and wondering if it's indeed true. Rufai.
He should now tell us what he knows about those people. Nobody pushed him to make that tweet, too. He just went to cast himself, like they say in local parlance. He don't cast him. He don't cast, he don't cast. So please, he needs to explain further what he means by executed. He needs to explain further. Part of the boys that he said that were those that burned TVs that had AK-47 in their homes. Yes. Because you see, that was how the mortuary one too happened. This was where we sat down, the story came out. And see, for all of those that perpetrated heinous crime in EndSARS, I will speak Yoruba. What it means is you can only do things to keep. You cannot do it and say you go scot-free forever. So we need to be able to know the truth. He needs to be able to talk. But it's not about just suspending him. We want information. What happened? What happened to the boy that at AK-47 was caught? Not to say that those arsonists should be supported. Never. You can't go and burn another man's business. You can't, in the thick of the action, burn down places. That is totally wrong. But you should also go through the full wrong of the law. And I also want to ask, the people from EndSARS that are seen in various prisons have been condemned. What happened to them? You see, Sheiton, you have done a marvelous work on the EndSARS story. Many people did great work on the EndSARS story. But that story has not been completely told. There are still some story we'll get to hear. But time has not come. These things will be coming out. Small, small, small. But please, they might have suspended it, but he needs to tell us more. Yeah. Because there's something he knows. We didn't solicit the information. He came to tell us. Talk.
Looking at the tweet that Mr. Macaroni, reacting in all of this, we have several people who are reacting, but especially having Mr. Macaroni, who was actively involved in the EndSARS. In his tweet, he said that when some of us were arrested and dehumanized by criminals disguised as police officers, he said that one of them said to me, God save your mama, say you get name. We for don't waste all of una for here. Una one day worry government back. You better give yourself brain. That one, what they said. He said, this was never investigated, but why would it be? Why investigate the dehumanization or supposed intimidation that is supposed to work in your favor before and after elections? We had people come out with their full chests with weapons, threatening and intimidating voters. No action was taken. But why? Why take action against an operation tactics that worked for you? So these are questions that, we have several people who are reacting about this guy who has come out to say, hey, something happened in the EndSARS against the people who he called arsonists, the people that burned down that. But the point is that they have been hunted down and executed.
Yes, just like Oseni said, Rufai said, it don't cast. They should own it with their full chest. The Lagos government or governor should own it with his full chest. Only God knows how many people they have killed. People are still missing. Yet, Sanwo-Olu keeps denying it. Keeps denying the fact. Okay, God just vindicated the citizens. His aid, just voice it out. So who will do the investigation now?
I think what they should do is invite the young man to not just make clarifications, but should open up on what he meant by...
Who invite him? The Nigerian police?
Yeah, he's suspended by the government. And of course, we know that the government is going to shell their act.
Exactly.
But at the same time, there are independent and corrupt practices commission, and there are really some government parastatal that is in charge of dealing with this kind of a thing. When somebody says people were executed, hunted and executed, I mean, it's kind of trying to say that there is somebody was killed.
It's only if those government organizations are interested in the case. You know how the panel came out and their final result. Nothing came out of it. Lagos, as far as Lagos State is concerned, Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu knows what they are hiding. They know what happened in EndSARS 2020, October. They knew what happened. They are aware. Even if it did not come out today, one day it will surely come out. But you see this man, nothing will be done. You see this case, nobody is going to investigate him because it's still them. If they press him so hard, Sanwo-Olu will be indicted. So they're going to shield him. Before you know it now, they will call him back from the back door. He will continue with his work.
Well, the point is that even if they should call him back, which I think they should do, but the important thing is to investigate his claims. Him coming back to say it is personal discussions and his personal thoughts why he's acting for the state government is not acceptable. So I believe that the law enforcement, whether it's the police that is in charge, they should invite the young man to explain further so that we know where they executed the people who actually are Nigerians involved in the EndSARS protest that happened some time ago. But yeah, kudos to Mr. Macaroni, who also said that there was another media aide to the governor that left the media and proudly took bigotry to the streets. He said that act and many more of such was never condemned and discouraged. Of course, anything to win. He said, in quotes, "We have allowed politicians who do not give a damn about us use us as their sycophants to sow seeds of hate amongst us. We can no longer engage ourselves without diatribe. Bigotry has become the order of the day. Shame to everyone involved. It doesn't matter where you are from, whether north, south, east, or west. Shame if you are involved in all of this." Thank you very much, viewers, for being with us today. I will keep giving you updates on the Yahaya Bello's issue and, of course, all the things coming up. And later today, we'll be giving you the trending issues again in Nigeria and as it were. Thank you so much. Like, share, and, of course, subscribe. Angel.
Yes, our active citizens and obedient worldwide. Like, share, subscribe. SSA, whether suspended or not suspended, should be investigated, should be arrested. He should come out to say what happened to citizens that were hunted and executed. He must be brought to book. Thank you so much. We love you, but God loves you more. Bye for now.